to say, no, you have to compulsorily support one nation, one election. If you don't support, we will lock the Jain University gates and we will still keep talking to you till you support us. No. This is a democratic forum. As a public cause, this program is being organized to tell you this is what it is. Even the cons of one nation, one election, the negative parts, whatever people said, that is also taken care in the report. As of now, if everything goes well, one nation, one election is expected in 2034. Probably you will be 9 years addition to whatever your age is now. If you are 22 at 30, you will be doing one nation, one election. So, friends, students, ladies and gentlemen, it is very important to understand all across the world, the youths are becoming radical. I am using the word called radical because they seem to be fed up with normal political parties. If you look at Germany, the just concluded election, many people have voted for a party called Alternative for Germany, AFD. And AFD has got 21% vote share, historic vote share. And if you are tracking the elections across the world, all political parties in Germany said, you are against me, I am against you, all of us are against each other. If none of us get majority, all of us will form government, but not this AFD people. So all German politicians don't want AFD, which is Alternative for Democracy, Germany, the English version of the German word. Because this political party say, you are a Nazi party, you are a rightist party, and you are so radical party, you want to change German constitution, we don't want it. But youths are voting for that party to say, we want this party in power because all of you could not deliver, we want AFD. I'm just giving you some of the statistics before you. If you look at Italy, Giorgia Meloni, 2021 when she assumed the president of Italy, for the first time the youths are allowed to vote, 18 to 24. First time they were allowed to vote. She got majority of the votes. Again, if you look at America, the way Trump has come to power, it is all powered by white conservative Christian votes and many of the youths of those countries who felt a change. Nothing is wrong. None of us have got the right to criticize anybody's voting choice. Probably Germany feels like that. AFD says no asylum. I will not allow anybody inside Germany. That is their stand. Other political parties have allowed almost 1 million people, 10 lakh people into Germany for the last 4 years. So across the world, democracy is in turmoil except our country, which is seeing a stable democracy. Across the world, new parties coming up shaking, green parties getting votes, some new radical parties coming and getting 20% of the votes. So Germany, even after election, could not form a government. Canada, the Prime Minister just resigned. The new Prime Minister is taking over today, tomorrow. He is going to call for an immediate election in Canada. If you study the democracies across the world, maybe something we are doing right. That is why the people of this country is giving chance to one political party, not once, not twice, but for the third straight time in 2024. Also to the same political party in all the legislative assemblies, time after time continuously. That is why we also understand as a major political party, probably as India's biggest political party, the party that I belong to as a Karyakarta, Bharatiya Janata Party, which has got more than 18-19 crore registered members of this party. We also believe as a big party, reforms have to happen. If we say, no, we are a big party, everything is in our favor, why should we have a one nation, one election? We are winning Lok Sabha, we are winning Assembly. Why should BJP say, everything is fine now, we will continue to be fine. But if you see, BJP as a big party is pushing for one nation, one election. We have to understand it. Because this current model is favoring BJP. The current model is favoring BJP. But still, India's largest political party is saying, we want one nation, one election because the BJP stand is nation first. We are not looking at we winning elections. We are not looking at we winning Lok Sabha. We are not looking at we winning Assam. We are looking at 4.5 lakh crore GDP addition will happen. More youths will come and participate. Democracy will become stabilized. Democracy will become mature. That is why one of India's largest political party, the party to which some of us here belong, we want one nation, one election. Likewise, my appeal to all the eminent students who have gathered here, you also will pay attention to this one nation, one election. Read through that report. 17th, when the website is opening, you will go make your comment for or against, and you will make your voices heard. If there is a better idea, you will share your idea, so that we as a country, this democracy will stay strong. Our children will get the benefit of democracy. Our grandchildren will get the benefit of democracy. Even after we die, India should continue to be a democratic country where everybody should have equal vote, equal voice. None of us should be repressed because I am a Tamilian, I am a Kannadiga, I am from UP. None of us should be repressed from Northeast. All of us should be treated equally. That is why democracy also has to do this self-engineering to itself. You please see this one nation, one election as one of the biggest self-engineering our democracy is doing to itself. On this note, I thank all of you for your patient listening, because this is not a very touchy, not a very comfortable topic. Democracy itself, we are not happy to talk about it, and this doesn't arouse the interest also. So I'm very happy the students of this very eminent university, you have given your last 45-50 minutes of your time patiently listening to our viewpoint to say the pros, the cons, how we can make it work, and how you should participate. I'm very, very sure you will start participating. I'm very sorry, my friends who are in the first, second and third floor, we couldn't make enough eye contact with you because you are all around us in 360 degree. Thank you so much for your patience, and thank you so much. If there is small inconvenience also, and people who are in the first 3 rows for your patience also with this, I thank the whole Karnataka team on One Nation, One Election for organizing this very beautiful seminar and making all of us a part of it. Thank you so much. Namaskar. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. I think thank you for your question, sister. One of the biggest discussion that is happening right now, please have a seat, is about the safe spaces for our women in our country and the dignity that a woman is supposed to get and whether they're getting it. I'll give you a small statistic, sister. In my state, Tamil Nadu, in the last 3 years in Tamil Nadu, 2022, 23, 24, the number of school teachers, government school teacher, arrested for molestation or a sexual crime in a government school is 238. I'm repeating this again. In my state in Tamil Nadu, in the last 3 years, 22, 23, 24, the number of government school teachers arrested by the police for a sexual molestation or a sexual act inside the school campus on a student. Number of government school children is 52 lakh in Tamil Nadu. Is 238. Very, very serious cause of concern. And NCRB data also, if you look at it, in my state, year on year, the increase is about 8% roughly. 8% is what? The crime on women and children is increasing. So 100% your question is very valid. 100% we all have to pay our attention. And we have an eminent police officer who have served in multiple roles, police commissioner, DG. I personally believe police is one part of the problem, one part of the solution, the whole thing. When you look at the whole criminal justice system, you need to have faster trials. You need to have a better monitoring mechanism of the criminals who come out. In fact, somebody was telling, I refuse to wear a chapel. And this is not a political stunt. Oh, I've left chapel. No. This is because, and a friend asked me, sir, there are many cases happening in Tamil Nadu. Why for one case you refuse to wear a chapel? Why not for other women who was also molested? I said, brother, when a system fails, we are in deep trouble. In my state, what happened? The best university of Tamil Nadu for engineering is Anna University. And this girl is an engineering student. On 23rd of December 2024, she walks with her boyfriend inside the campus. They were talking. It's a wooded campus. And the criminal who is inside that wood, he kind of kidnaps the girl, molests that girl, records that act, blackmails that girl, and 2 days later, the girl goes and prefers a police complaint. 1 day later, 26 December, the FIR gets leaked. The whole of Tamil Nadu knows the girl's name, the girl's father, where is the girl from. Everybody knows because the FIR has become a public document. And the person who is accused number 1 belonged to a political party who had access to that university because he had a political pass. A ruling party guy was able to enter the campus. The watchmen were able to open the gate for him. He went there. Not one. He has done multiple acts. So my anger is, here the police have also failed. Deliberately the FIR was leaked. No CCTVs were functioning. The sexual harassment post committees were not functioning in the campus. So I'm taking this as an example. So I personally believe government is also one part of the solution. A large part of the solution is, for example, let us take Jain University. I'm sure they're doing it fantastically well. I'm not commenting. But all I'm saying is, it starts from your classroom to make sure you are safe. And you have a platform to vent out your feelings anonymously. Any mistake that happens here gets addressed. There is a system here. When you go to the street, then the government takes over. Anything that happens to you, there is a platform. So, everywhere the platform has to be built and integrated across the state. Government cannot operate in silo, a private university cannot operate in silo. This is one part. The second part is, I personally believe, if you look at the sexual harassment, all the cases, close to 50-60% of predators are known to the girl. It is not an unknown predator. Close to 60% is a known predator. Uncle, Chikkappa, Doddappa, neighbor, village fellow, the person who's in the classroom, outside. This is where as a society we have a problem. Because roughly 30-40% are unknown people. Even 30-40% is very high. In some cases less than 10%. So society has to change our attitude. How we see women, how we respect women. I think it starts with basic education, building up. How we respect our mothers. What kind of respect our mothers get inside our house. How our fathers treat our mother. The kind of language we use inside our house. So it's a long answer. I'm sure when people like many of you, when you come, when you decide to get into politics or public life, so when you have a holistic solution integrating everything, I think India will be a better place. But me or you or a corporator or an MLA or a police commissioner, it's a daily battle for us. When society on its own reforms, then the battle becomes smoother and easier. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Please be brief and ask only one question, please. 2 more.
Good afternoon, sir. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಮೋನಿಕಾ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ BCom ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ನನ್ನ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಬೈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೊಲಾಪ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್?
Sister, ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. Thank you so much. I think your question is fine. You all have great ideas. And the committee, please said, committee has given a report. So 2034, one nation, one election, Madona, Karnataka, India, alla one day election ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Let us imagine Karnataka government collapses by 2037. So Karnataka government should have 5 years, but it collapses in 3 years. Ed Madona. In the report, the committee is proposing Karnataka government collapses in 2037. Elections will happen for Karnataka in 2037, but it will be only for 2 years. 2039, still Karnataka has to go for one nation, one election. So their idea is, if there is a midterm election that is happening, the midterm election's validity is only for the rest of the 5 years and not for a full 5 years. So that again 2039, we come back to one nation, one election.
A very good afternoon, sir. I'm Smriti Vinay, and I have a question to address you. So how would this policy affect the implementation of welfare schemes, which would often accelerate before elections? Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, Smriti ji. This is a very important question. Now India is experimenting with multiple welfare models. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. Multiple welfare models. And some things we call a trickle-down economic effect, which we call welfare economics. And something we call a pure freebies. You just announce something before election, you want to win the election. Then there is an exchequer burden. You are not able to spend the money wisely for infrastructure development. Now Supreme Court, as we speak, when both of us speak, there is a PIL in Supreme Court in which the political parties and election commission, they are made party to it. And Supreme Court is trying to find a balance between freebies and welfare economics. Supreme Court is asking political parties to say, what is your definition of freebie? What is your definition of welfare economics? As of now, the case is on. And different political parties are submitting their affidavits to Supreme Court. Election Commission is also there. I personally believe when one nation, one election becomes, when all of you come together on a certain point, I mentioned a sentence. Regional parties will be forced to think nationally and national parties will be forced to think regionally. I think this is missing in our politics now. The regional parties are becoming so regional, the element of nationalism is missing in it. And second, you imagine 1 year, 2 years after election is so much burden because you want to give this much freebie, you want to announce 2,000, 2,500, whatever it is. Next 2 years, if you look at that load, I'll take Tamil Nadu, the budget is today. If you take Tamil Nadu government's budget is today. What do you think would be the debt of Tamil Nadu? What is the debt? The money that we have borrowed. Tamil Nadu is number 1 in the country. We have a debt of 9,50,000 crore. 9,50,000 crore is our debt. Highest. 26% of Tamil Nadu's GDP is our debt. Our liquor company, Taskmark alone, gives us 50,000 crore. By selling liquor, we take 50,000 crore, we put it in the budget. Every year, Tamil Nadu government is borrowing 90,000 crore to balance our budget. Now, Tamil Nadu government finance is in collapsing for the last 5 years because to supply to freebies, you are not able to generate revenue. You are borrowing money from the market that is making you a net debt state. As we speak, Tamil Nadu to repay the debt, if you don't borrow any new debt from today, it will take 36 years for us to complete our debt. So I'm putting this in perspective. So I'm sure one nation, one election when it comes would solve some of this problem. Probably you're looking at a national manifesto, you're looking at a state manifesto, you're looking at a combination of manifestos. Political parties might not do too much adventure on freebies and announcing SOPs so that they can win elections at any cost. But frankly, we have to wait for one nation, one election to understand how political parties will take it forward. Because we can only guess. But I hope political parties will become mature with one nation, one elections as well. Thank you.